What's good, everybody? Coach Chris with Desire for Iron Fitness. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today, I'm going to do a book review. It's the first book review I've ever done on John Hart's Shape Up series. I don't want to give way too much of it away because honestly, you should read this yourself. It's $10 on Kindle. It's $22 if you're doing it on paperback. And I make absolutely no money if you buy this, but if you do buy it, you're going to help out somebody who I've gotten to know a little bit through Instagram. He's a really nice man. He's a natural bodybuilder. He's won the Mr. America in the past. He's won some other shows as a natural bodybuilder. I'd love to have him on the show someday. But John, please be sure to comment below on anything that I might have a little bit wrong. But I want to give just a brief quick review on this, and I'm going to put some links down in the description where you can purchase the book. Again, be sure to do it. It's a great book. First part of it. Now, I think a lot of people who are new to bodybuilding, regardless of their age, but especially I think for the men who are a little bit past their 30s and women, I think you can get a lot out of this. All right, because he first talks about what I think is great. It's the get lean first part of your fitness journey. All right, whether you're going to be a competitive bodybuilder or somebody who's just getting lean and muscular, which by the way, that's a bodybuilder, this book's for you because he talks about getting lean first. There's too much information out there about bulking, and bulking is good when you're down in a position of being lean, so you know where you can put the bulk on. And the bulk should not be, and this is another part he talks about as well, the bulk should not be excessive bulk. All right? I've made that mistake too many times in my bodybuilding career, if you want to call it that. And thankfully, I've learned that lesson, and now that I've put it out to the world, I'm done making that mistake. But that's one of the first things he talks about is get lean first. So let's say you have 30 pounds to lose. We're going to talk, what he talks about in that is, let's see just how low we can take your calories so you can start losing that weight. Lose it healthfully, lose it relatively quickly, and then get on to the next part of your life where you're going to start putting on quality muscle. You're going to start doing peaking, all of these different things. He also discusses, I don't know what I just said there. Sorry about that. He discusses going on to, high intensity training. He actually trained with Mr. Mike Mentzer himself. So he talks about taking sets to failure, about saving time in your gym life, right? One of the things that I've done with my high intensity training for myself and anybody who wants to become a client is, well, I might not put you on high intensity right off the bat, and neither would John. I want you to sometime get there because you will notice that your training is a lot quicker, it's a lot more effective, and you can enjoy other facets of your life, all right? I don't think God made us to just do one thing in life and then only focus on that. Because there's so many other things in life that's beautiful to enjoy, all right? And as much as I would like to be in the gym 6, 7, 8 hours a day, the day's only got 24 hours, and I have a beautiful wife. I have a beautiful family. I've got an awesome dog. Why would I just want to, hell, I got this music stuff behind me, right? Why would I want to just spend all of that time in the gym? Quite honestly, anytime you're spending past what you need to spend on certain things when you could focus on other things that serve other people, in my opinion, that's somewhat selfish. I don't know if that's how John feels. That's just how I feel. But some of the really cool things that I've learned from this book, and if I'm going to be honest, I didn't want to admit it myself. He's also talking about cardio for fat loss and how your bodybuilding journey should not rely on cardio for fat loss. And my bodybuilding journey has relied on cardio for fat loss every season. And while I think it's a good idea to have cardio in your training regimen, I don't think having cardio in your training regimen specifically with the goal of fat loss in mind is necessarily what you want to do. I use cardio right now. I use it for fat loss because I'm 12 weeks out from a contest and I don't want to leave anything to chance. That said, cardio, I want cardio to be for the inside health. my heart health, my intestinal health, my blood, all of those other things that cardio is for. I want my diet and my training to be what keeps me lean and gets me the muscles I need, the muscles where I want them, all that other stuff. And I've always looked at cardio as a tool for fat loss, and it's a useful tool. But quite honestly, if you're dieting right, if you're exercising right, you won't need to destroy yourself with hours on a treadmill. I don't do hours on a treadmill anymore, but I have in the past. But I've learned what I learned from John in this book, and what I've learned from my coach as well. But when you read it and you read it from other people, sometimes it really hits home. It was like, I don't ever want to get to that point where I need to do so many drastic things to cut again, whether it's because I'm getting ready for a contest or because I let the bulking phase or the gain phase get too bad. That was a huge takeaway I took from this book. All right. Again, it's called the Shape Up series. It's a 5-part series in one collection of books. So in other words, it's like a bunch of little mini books put into one book. I highly recommend this book. I would give it, I'd give it 5 stars out of 5. There was one thing, and I discussed this with John himself before even having this particular video out. His diet advice is a little bit different than mine. All right. And I'm not one to be a zealot and say that you have to eat a certain way. Because simply put, I could give you a diet that I think is effective. And if you're not going to use it, well, then you're not going to use it. Now, if you're one of my clients, yes, I am going to put you on a low carbohydrate, moderate fat, moderate protein diet because I see that's what works for me and that's what has worked for other people that have asked me for dietary advice who have become my clients and stuff like that. His dietary protocol, at least for younger people, and we had this discussion, so he made some clarity, and I want to make sure I put that out there. His dietary protocol is definitely a little bit higher in carbohydrates than mine, by, well, a lot, quite honestly. But again, he's a professional bodybuilder, so there's obviously merit to his dietary approach as well as other dietary approaches. I do think that one size fits most. Okay, you hear people sit there and say, well, not everyone's different, everyone's different. Well, we're all different human beings, but our bodies are designed very much similar to others, right? So I think that one size fits most, okay, but also I believe that most diets have their merit in working, whether it be something that is a higher carbohydrate diet than mine, and then my diet being more of a ketogenic approach. The calories in, calories out formula is the same regardless. Okay. Now, when we had this discussion on Instagram, I told him I was going to put out this review. All right. And I wanted to let him know, I was like, hey, look, just so you know, I don't have anything really negative to say about this book at all. And I'm not that kind of person. I'm so tired of people that are willing to just be negative and be assholes. That's not my approach. But I wanted him to know that the only thing, if I'm going to have anything negative, quote unquote negative to say, it was going to be that my dietary approach is a little bit different than his. And he's like, well, Chris, just to be clear, as people get older, I do prescribe lower carbohydrate diets. Well, you know what? All of my clients have been older people. So there you go. Basically, I think he's a good dude. I really enjoyed the book. I definitely recommend it. I am going to put the links on in the description of this video so you can purchase it. In fact, I'm going to make that the first link as opposed to trying to make sure my links get up top. Go down to the description. You can see the rest of my links. All right. Before I go, please be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Everything helps. I kind of got onto the YouTube bus a little bit later in life, but this is still a huge community. I appreciate everything you guys have done, so please help share, spread the word, spread the positivity of desire for iron fitness. Also, be sure to check out these other videos that'll be coming up. If you are ready to take your training to the next level, I got the link there. Boom, I would love to be a part of your fitness journey. It would be an honor to help you become the best you can possibly be. My quote, my slogan, unleash your champion. We all have a champion inside of us ready to come out. Alpha Lion supplements. I am an Alpha Lion athlete, so I will put my link in the description below. That is my direct link. Also use coupon code DESIRE for iron to receive your discount. Thank you so much for being part of this community. I love you. God bless you. Have a great day.